Good morning students. Today I would like to teach 10th class physical science first chapter heat. Okay, before going to this chapter we have to discuss some words. Have you heard this word heat? Heat. And also have you heard temperature? Temperature, coldness, hotness, Celsius, and etc. So these words are related to our chapter. Yeah, our chapter is heat. So now we will completely learn the definition of the heat. First we have to learn the definition of the heat. Now I will write the definition of the heat. You carefully observe on the board. Definition. Heat is a form of energy in transit that flows from a body at higher temperature to a body at lower temperature. Okay, the definition is completed. Heat is a form of energy in transit that flows from a body at higher temperature to body at lower temperature. So heat is always flows from body at high temperature to body at lower temperature. Okay, you have some doubt. So how heat is flows from body at high temperature to body at low temperature? Just we will discuss one activity, that is activity 1. Let us see. Activity 1. Activity 1. So in this case the activity 1 shows that to determine the coldness of different pieces. In this case I have to take two pieces. One is iron, that is metal piece and wooden piece. So in this case I took metal piece and wooden piece. I kept these two materials in the fridge for some time, and after that I kept this both materials from the fridge. I am trying on this time and just touched the metal piece and wooden piece. While I am touching the metal piece, I feel some coldness in metal, and while I am touching the wooden piece, no more difference of there. A little bit of coldness is there. Why this happen? Why the metal piece feeling very cold to me, and why does not wooden piece? So in this case we know that all metals are reacted with temperature or weather. All metals they are highly reacted. They reacted with the temperature, they reacted with hotness, they reacted with coldness also. If they reacted with hotness, the bodies are very hot. If they reacted with cold, the bodies are very coldness. So metals are reacted with that. So in this case we have confirmed that when I am touching the metal piece, I got feeling the coldness, because I lose some heat from my body. I lose some heat from my body. That's why I feel coldness. Which means when I touch a colder body, my body temperature transferred to the colder one. Why? Coming to the definition. The definition says that heat is a form of energy in transit that flows from a body at higher temperature to body at lower temperature. So, in this case, my body temperature is greater than to the metal piece because it kept from fridge. If we kept from fridge, the objects are very cold. So that's why this is colder body and my body is a hotter body. When I touch the metal piece, while I am touching the metal piece, I feel some coldness in my body when I touch the metal piece because I lose some heat in my body. So this is a best example for heat, and we know that heat definition. Again I am repeating heat definition. So what is heat definition? Heat is a form of energy that in transit that flows from a body at higher temperature to flows from body at higher temperature to a lower temperature. Now we will go to another topic. Yeah, we know heat definition. Now we are going to another topic, that is thermal equilibrium. Thermal equilibrium. Thermal equilibrium. Thermal equilibrium. What is thermal equilibrium? If you take two bodies, let us take one glass of cold water and one glass of hot water. Okay? In this case, we have to take one glass of cold water and one glass of hot water. So, pour these two glasses of water into another vessel. I pour some cold water into this and hot water also. Let us think the cold water having maybe 15 degrees Celsius and this warm water having 60 degrees Celsius. Let us think. They became, if you pour both waters in same vessel, the vessel contain cold water or hot water? You don't know. You don't have any idea. So heat has some definition. How much of heat is lost is must be equal to how much of heat is gained. When you pour cold water and hot water into the same vessel, the cold water trying to get warmness from the hot water. Why? Because we have definition, heat definition. What is heat definition? Heat is a form of energy that flows from a body at higher temperature. Body at higher temperature to body at lower temperature. So here it is a higher temperature. And the cold water is a lower temperature. So by the heat definition, this warm water heat, it loses some energy here. So it loses some heat energy here, and the cold water must be gained that much of heat energy to this cold hot water. For example, if they both are attained some 35 degrees Celsius, they both are attained at the for example, they become up to room temperature. Room temperature. Generally, room temperature differ from season to season. In winter season, the room temperature must be like that 28 or 29 or 30. In summer season, room temperature must be 39, 38 like this. So, they become at the same temperature after some time. The temperature must be 35, 36 something, whatever it may be, you have chosen. So, up to 36, whatever it may be. This is called thermal equilibrium, which means the cold water gains some energy from hot water, and also the hot water loses some energy to the cold water. So in this case, they both are interchanged and they both are mixed and they attain a temperature and after that they don't move, they don't lose and they don't gain after some time, attain the temperature. So in this case, they are in thermal contact. They are in thermal contact. At the thermal contact, they must become to thermal equilibrium. So this is thermal equilibrium. This is thermal equilibrium. So again I repeat this topic. When two bodies are in thermal contact, one body is colder and one body is hotter. When they are mixed each together, after some time they attain the same temperature. They are come to gather at one particular temperature. After that they won't go to any other temperature and they constant at the temperature. So this is called thermal equilibrium. Okay students, now we are moving to another topic. Okay, just we learn definition of the heat and thermal equilibrium. Now I am going to teach temperature. Temperature. What is temperature? From the early age you hear this word temperature, and also every day we hearing some weather forecasting also. Today we have 24 degrees Celsius, the temperature is too high. Yes, we hear this much of words from newspapers and some other elders. So temperature is nothing but degree of hotness or coldness. Temperature is nothing but degree of hotness or coldness of a body. So what is temperature? Degree of hotness or coldness. So this is temperature. Now we are moving to that units. Units for heat. The SI unit of heat is joules. Shortcutly we denoted by the letter J, capital J. The SI unit of heat is joules. We denoted by the letter J, capital J. Why? The first letter of joules is J. So which is denoted by the letter J. So and Celsius unit of heat is calorie. Shortcutly we written as calorie. So we know that 1 calorie is equals to 4.186 joules. Students, this is very important bit in your SSC examination. You have to remember this value. Okay, 1 calorie is equals to 4.186 joules. Okay students, 1 calorie is equals to 4.186 joules. Okay, and also the SI unit of Kelvin, the SI unit of temperature is Kelvin. We denote with the letter K. Kelvin. The SI unit of temperature is Kelvin. We denote with the letter K. So in this chapter we have some problems with kelvins. Okay, we have to convert the degree Celsius into Kelvin and kelvins into degree Celsius. Okay, let us do two problems with that. First question, problems. Question number 1, convert 100 degrees Celsius into Kelvin scale. Kelvins. Convert 100 degrees Celsius into Kelvins. Okay, you have to know 0 degree Celsius is equals to 273 Kelvins. This is the relation between degree Celsius and Kelvins. 0 degree Celsius is must be equals to 273 Kelvins. Okay, now we have 100 degrees Celsius. So if you want to convert 100 degrees Celsius to Kelvins, we have to add 273 to the given Celsius. Remember one thing, if you want to convert degree Celsius into Kelvins, we have to add 273 to the given temperature. So here given temperature is 100. So I want to add 100 to the 273. So totally how much? 100 plus 273 is equals to 373. So what we converted? 273 Kelvins. So the problem is over. What is the problem? Convert 100 degrees Celsius into Kelvins. Yeah. We have one formula here and we have a relation between degrees Celsius and Kelvins. 0 degrees Celsius is equals to 273 Kelvins. So now I took 100 degrees Celsius. If you want to convert degrees Celsius into Kelvins, we have to add 273 to the given temperature, to the given Celsius. Yes, here 100 is the given temperature. Now we have to add 273 to the 100 and we got finally 373 and we get 373 which is converted into Kelvin. So 100 degrees Celsius is equals to 100 degrees Celsius is equals to 373 Kelvins. So the conversion is over. Now again we have to do another example which is converted to Kelvin to degree Celsius. Just we converted degrees to Kelvins. Now we are going to convert Kelvins to degree Celsius. Question number 2. Convert 420 Kelvins into degree Celsius. Yes, convert 420 Kelvins into degree Celsius. We know that 0 degree Celsius is equals to 273 Kelvins. So 0 degree Celsius is equals to 273 Kelvins. So if you want to change the Kelvins into degree Celsius, you have to subtract from the given Kelvins. Before we are added the 273 Kelvins to the given temperature. But in this sum, we have to subtract 273 from given temperature. So 420 K is equals to 420 minus 273. 420 minus 273. Now I subtract 420 to 73. The answer must be 147 degree Celsius. Yeah, subtracted from 420 So this is the final degree Celsius. If I so 420 Kelvin is equals to 147 degree Celsius. So this is the final answer. Students, these sums are very important to your SSC examinations. These sums are given as a 1 mark question or half mark question. So keep practice at your home. In your textbook there are so many problems. While you are observing these problems, you have to apply these formulas. 0 degree Celsius is equal to 273 kelvins. You have to convert kelvins into degree Celsius and degree Celsius into Kelvin. Okay, students, there are so many topics in our textbook. So we will discuss the remaining problems in another classroom. Okay, I hope you understood introduction of heat and also from some problems also. We will discuss the remaining topics in another class. Okay, thank you.